This is breaking news as of yesterday. The Daily Wire is reporting that the Biden administration is officially launching a federal investigation into the Southern Baptist Convention. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. The Department of Justice will be now investigating the largest, what they call Protestant denomination in the United States of America. And this brings up several questions that I have, and I'll talk to you about those here in just a moment. Daily Wire is reporting President Joe Biden's administration has reportedly launched an investigation into the Southern Baptist Convention over its handling of alleged scandals within the church. The SBC is the largest Protestant faith group in the United States and is among the most politically conservative, as 64% of the church's members are Republican, according to a report from Pew Research Center. The SBC Executive Committee recently became aware that the Department of Justice has initiated an investigation into the Southern Baptist Convention and that the investigation will include multiple SBC entities. The church's executive leadership said in a statement, individually and collectively, each SBC entity is resolved to fully and completely cooperate with the investigation. The news comes as the Biden administration authorized a raid on former President Donald Trump, a Republican who was Biden's political opponent in 2020. Democrats in Washington are also adding 87,000 new IRS employees. Of course, we know that because in the job description that has gone viral, they're saying that you need to be physically fit and carry a gun and be able to use that gun if you're going to be an IRS employee. Lord have mercy. What is going on with this? The SBC said that they were allegedly working on addressing past alleged instances of abuse as evidenced by a recent investigation they had completed. We recognize our reform efforts are not finished, the church said. In fact, those efforts are continuing this very moment as the recently announced Abuse Reform Implementation Task Force begins its work and as each entity has strengthened its effort to protect against abuse. And so basically it goes there, and a lot of people have signed this, including the Louisville's own Al Mohler and several other people there that if you are involved in the SBC, you will recognize these names. So what should Christians think about this? What should we do? Well, I would say that this would not be a big deal, except for the fact that this has now happened right on the heels of the Mar-a-Lago thing with Donald Trump. Apparently it seems like, and I'm not, the facts are still rolling out slowly, but it does appear that the FBI has been weaponized against Donald Trump. They're trying to convict him of a crime so that he will not be able to run again in 2024 because they fear that he will be able to win the presidency against a very unpopular Joe Biden. And that's what they are trying to do. And you have to realize when it comes to the Democrats, they think like communists, and they have no moral or ethical compass. So in their mind, anything that gets the job done is the right thing to do. So they're not bound by any type of religious dogma or morality, which has been, really the Achilles heel of the Republican Party for so long. And the reason Donald Trump was so effective as a Republican is because he was amoral. I mean, people would bring up some sort of scandal that he was involved in. He's like, yeah, I did it. So what? Let's make America great again. And people were just like, yeah, let's go. And they didn't. The Democrats were really kind of helpless against this man. They couldn't play this card on him. But I would not really think that this was a big deal, except for the fact that now they're hiring 87,000 new IRS agents, and what they did to Donald Trump. It does appear that the political left has now weaponized, and it could be that they are now targeting Christians and things like that. Now, here's the deal. I have been very clear here on this channel for quite some time. Spencer Smith is no fan of the Southern Baptist Convention. Quite frankly, I've told people to come out of the convention. I have even encouraged pastors who watch our channel, get your church off of the church roll of the SBC. Get out of that. Don't even have your name attached to it. That whole thing is a dumpster fire, and it is the Titanic. It is sinking, and you do not want to sink with it. Get your church out of that. And thankfully, some have listened. But the Southern Baptist Convention not long ago came out with a full report, and there's been several people that have covered it, and so I don't want to kick a dead horse there. But there have been a multitude of abuses of children, young people, crimes being committed against them, affairs and cover-ups and all kinds of things like that. Now, here's the deal. Anytime you have ministry, and I don't care if you're a Presbyterian or Methodist or whatever, there are going to be people who are going to commit sins like that. It's just going to be how it is. The real litmus test is, how does this institution handle these? If they cover it up, they are a false church. If they deal with it and just, hey, just this is what happened, and they're very clear about that, and they have an integrity about that, that is a good thing. That's a good way to handle that. Now, I want to point out that the charismatic movement and a lot of Pentecostalism has been completely consumed with sex scandals for a long time. But ultimately, you can't lay this at just the feet of one denomination. You have to lay it at human nature and really ultimately lay it at the feet of the devil. Mankind is flawed. Mankind is completely flawed. And these false teachers are falling morally from these just the sin nature that they have, and of course stuff like that. So I want to do this. This is what I want to show you here in 1 Timothy chapter 3 is the qualifications of a bishop. It says, if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop must then be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Now, if you've committed some sort of illicit crime, you do not qualify as a pastor. So anybody who would move you from one church to another, then you absolutely should not be in the ministry. Any man who commits a crime with a young lady shouldn't just be removed from his position. He should face jail time, and I've been very clear on that. But if churches would have just followed this right here, being blameless, husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, and I think blameless really knocks a lot of people out. Y'all not have any scandals in your closet, nothing like that. Be blameless, then none of this would have happened. Now, does the Democratic Party, does the left-wing party, do they want to attack churches? Yes, because they want to tax the churches. This 501c3 thing that a lot of people have bought into, I go to a church that does not have a 501c3. I'm not mad at those who do, but what happens is that there's a chance, and it doesn't happen to everybody, so some people just go crazy about 501c3. I'm not one of them. But if you do file as a 501c3, there is a chance that you can have the government come down on your message, and you can kind of just lose your tax exempt status. But that's the goal of this crowd right here. The Democrat Party, the only answer they have to every problem that arises is more taxes. That's their answer to everything. We've got a $2 trillion deficit, more taxes. We've got a $2 trillion surplus, more taxes. Well, we've got a war in the Middle East, more taxes. Well, everything's peaceful in the Middle East. Everything's going well, and everybody in the Middle East is, converted to Christianity and is amazing. Okay, let's raise taxes. That's their only answer to everything. And part of that agenda of raising taxes is to tax the churches. So is the Biden administration a friend to Christianity? I think not at all. But we're going to give you more information on this as it unfolds and see what happens here, see what this actually means. And I personally think that crimes have been committed that have been covered up. And fortunately, there are some good men who have come out and exposed a few reports in the convention, and they're trying to bring all that to light because it's just the right thing to do before the Lord. So we'll keep you posted on that as it unfolds and let you know exactly what to expect there going forward. So, but I want you guys to encourage you today. The Lord's in control. The Lord saw this coming, and He is not worried and afraid, and that is for sure. So we love you guys. Consider getting a copy of the Mr. Gizmo Gospel Coloring Book. That's a great thing to give to kids, and we appreciate you guys watching our channel. Go ahead and hit the like button if you appreciate this video, and then we will see you guys very soon, and subscribe if you're new. God bless you all. We will see you guys later. Well, hey guys, your friend Spencer here. Not long ago, the Lord laid it on my heart to do a book for children that would explain the gospel in a fun and exciting way so that they could understand what it is to truly be saved and born again. Y'all pray for me. The Lord's laid it on my heart to do a coloring book for kids. And what I want to do is do ABCs of gospel terms. And so we started working with some people at our church to put together a book just for children. And we are thrilled to announce to you that Mr. Gizmo's Gospel Coloring Book is now available on Amazon. This book contains over 100 pages of pictures that you can color and an A to Z glossary of gospel terms directly from the Bible. There also are some activities in the back like mazes, connect the dots, and other fun stuff. All of these images are hand-drawn and are fun and exciting for children, and it's a great tool to teach them the gospel. Be one of the first to get your copy of Mr. Gizmo's Gospel Coloring Book. I guarantee you, you will love this book. It's going to be awesome. What do you think of this book, Mr. Gizmo? He loves it. He loves it. I knew you would. Parents, take the time to sit down with your children and read this book to them. They will really enjoy the things that are in it, and I know that you will too. So go ahead and get your copy today. God bless you, friend. We love you, and we'll see you very soon.
I think it looks just like you, Mr. Gizmo. Just like you.